Hello guys, it's Susanna here. Today I have got for you a haul. I went to the Symthsdale antique store and I just had a feeling to go and had some lunch there, and I come back with a bag full of goodies. So the girls who went to my retreat this year knows how good this shop is. So I've just got a little bag on the side. Grab bits and pieces out. This is filthy. I have seen that there before and it's quite cute. I thought I wouldn't mind making, yes, it needs a good wash. It's didn't pay a great deal for it, but I thought it'd be nice to make it and put some bits and pieces on there, you know, put some yo-yos and whatnot on there and just sort of hang it up as a piece. I think it's really cute. I've had in mind, this is sort of getting a bit sidetracked, this is my husband's. Isn't this adorable? This was when he was little. It's made out of wool, authentic clan tartan, oh look, pure merino wool Wendouree, even though it says Sportswear Melbourne. Yeah, it's quite an oldie, and it is my husband's. I've got a little suit of his, and what I would want to do with this is you know, put bits and pieces on it, but not too much. I've got some nice wool, but I've also got some of my kids. You know, you got kids jewelry. This is my son at 3.5 months old, so I could probably trace that and then trace that on there. You know, my mum is special because she gives me hugs. You know, I could trace that. That's Lockie's writing, doing, you know, drawing his little Pugsy bear and you know, bits and pieces like that. I've been wanting to, you know, turn some of their artworks, it's been sitting in the cupboard for a while, into something that I can put on there. And because this is my husband's little jacket, yeah, I mean, I love that. I think that's so cute. You know, like a little apple tummy. I think he's got hands on one side but not on the other. Sort of that really big neck and a head. It's just so cute. So you can trace it and you know, put some of those little, I'll have to put it on a bit of calico or whatever. I've bought this fabric for you know, making this, but I've already got the pattern and fabric on there, and for doing my little gnomes at Christmas. But because that's wool, I think this wool is going to work really well. I might have patches and bits and pieces of that on here, because it's gorgeous. And I do have a bag of wool pieces somewhere, like a box. So it's something I've been meaning to make and had in the background for a while, and I've noticed Kath Holden's doing it, and it sort of seems to be a bit of a trend lately. People decorating little kids' clothes or dollies' clothes. But this, I mean, I won't feel so bad, you know, working on that one. That one's a bit more special, and I'll just have this hanging up, and, you know, I could probably put a bit of lace, make it look pretty. I think once it's had a wash, it'll be okay. So that's that. Pretty dirty. And so these are from, she has a little 50-cent basket. Look at that. Someone has done quite a bit of stitching. 50 cents as well for this. I really like it. And then this was in there as well. There's 2 of these, so I was thinking of putting these on my sleeves for my jacket, because it's in blues and greens and red. I think I might even put that on the back of my jacket too, you know. I'm having a rethink. I've done what I've done on the back of it, and on the sides I've got to fill it in, but I don't want to make full squares and then you know, yeah, then they cut it off. So I'm going to rethink it. She had a little thing. These are only $1. I just thought they were so pretty. Really nice. I'm making a fabric book. I might put some of these things in, you know, the fabric book. What is this? 1886. Beautiful. I certainly knew how to make cards back then. To Don from Catherine. Don't know what year this is, but Yeah, Christmas I think. But it's pretty, I just love it. I think, you know, it just reminds me of England. So that's why I got that. So these were from a little stash, a little bag that had box that had all these little bits and pieces. This I got, I think that was $6 or whatever it was, but it's vintage and it's quite a nice colour. So I'm going to be putting those into packs, as in when I make packs. So you can always get yourself some good stuff. I don't mind getting a bulk lot. What else? There's a few little bits of this was another bulk lot. So I'll put that away. Yeah, nice to have when you can get a little bit more, and you know I'll cut off a bit of that and then make them into packs. So I don't mind getting a few pieces. This was just gorgeous pieces of lace that were bunched together. So pretty. Put that pin over there. I think these may need a bit of a soak. Now I'll have a look at these. I'm going to open them up with you. I didn't open them. I wonder if I can put them on, lay them on there, see how big they are. Look at that. Gee, they're old. Pretty. And there's that one. Gee, they smell old too. So, yeah, mothballs. I'd say these have come off garments. And you don't mind even if they're a little bit like that. That's why she's packed them in little bags. I'll put this up. This looks like, where else? It's just pretty. Very, very fine with the pink netting. And then, I mean, the little spots, aren't they beautiful? Obviously come from a garment or something. We'll put that on the bottom. Hang that over there. Isn't that pretty? Oh, they just smell so old. Might keep these, you never know. Might be handy for putting something in it. Or next time I go back there, give them to her. Well, just as I was leaving, I noticed she had 3 boxes full of all doilies and whatnot in there. That's really pretty. I said, oh, I'll come back in a couple of weeks and help. She says, I've still got to sort them. I said, I'll help you. Ulterior motives. So, oh. I think there's a couple of pieces in this one, unless it's the same one. Oh, that's nice. Love the ones with the little spots. Yeah, a little box that she had in there with these. So I went through them and tried to get some of the old vintage ones. Gorgeous. I got motivated by, I was watching at home in Cornwall. I think her name's Dawn. She's got some, you know, because she lives in England, they have heaps of stuff like that over there. This is actually quite a big bit. I might soak all of these, but it'd be nice to, you know, cut a little bit out and put them into packs, because I don't need that much, and sometimes it's just nice to have a little bit. It needs a good soak by the looks of it. So, oh, there we go. Put that under there. So there's my little stash of stuff. Oh, I just love them. I think they're so pretty. So I needed a red cotton. I think this is poly cotton, which is what I need. I needed a red cotton to work on my little piece. Oh, I'll get that later. So I just grabbed that. Here is a tablecloth, a bit tattered along the edges, but the embroidery in that is beautiful in them. So it's got that on 4 sides. that pretty? Just like the embroidery at a good price too. So put that down underneath. Now these were cute. They're only $2 each, but something's fallen. I just think they're adorable. I love the blue. They obviously you kept that, but I mean I love this. But it'd be really nice to use that and that. I thought that was pretty good for $2 each. It's really cute. I might use some of this on my piece, so that's why my jacket. So, oh, that one's got that. This has got a bit of a pink embroidered, and that's another. Just so cute, and I really like the doilies. So, it's a good idea for a pattern for, you know, making serviette holders. I think they're great. Just looks like it's a really tight and weaved blanket stitch, but yeah, I like them, and I really like the actual doilies. They're a nice colour. Okay, what else we got in there? Yeah, so isn't this beautiful? You forget what you've got. It's being pulled apart. It's obviously an old teapot holder, and yeah, I don't mind. When they're pulled apart like that, it's all the more reason that I can, you know, use it. So obviously that's where the kettle pot thing comes out. I'd say it's here for a kettle. It's just beautiful. Quite old and lovely. Now, this is a beautiful linen tablecloth. I don't think it's got no embroidery and stuff on it, but I just love the actual texture of the fabric. You know, got a couple of little holy bits in there because it looks like it's got this thread thing on purpose, and then some of them have gone a bit further, but I love the texture. I think and they're blue on the outside. It's really lovely. And then she's got a little place where she has, you know, stuff that, you know, might have a little hole in it, and so you get it a little cheaper. She's good price. I really like going there. At the moment there is this beautiful old 3-piece lounge set, and the fabric on it is stunning, absolutely stunning. And I'm like, oh, and it's really, you know, it was more expensive, and it's been there a while, and she's reduced it, and I'm like, oh, I really would like to have that. I think that would be nice, and just, you know, pull it apart and use the fabric. This was, she said it was on sale because it has damaged, but you know, we don't mind damaged, because we can use it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And that beautiful lace. So don't know where it's damaged, but I love that. I think that's the damage. Someone's patched it. I think it's awesome. It looks really cute how they've done it, but you know, that is just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So that might even go into a pack where I can cut it in 4, and everyone gets a corner. So I'm always on the lookout for pretty things I can put in packs, and to, you know, cut it up so that you don't have to, because I know that some of you find it hard to cut up bits and pieces. I know I do. And here is, there you go, here's the last thing. It's a beautiful tablecloth made out of seersucker. So There we go. Piling it up. Isn't that beautiful? Really, really nice. The colours. Oh, made in, looks like made in China. But it looks 1950s though. It's definitely vintage. But I love it. I love that texture of seersucker. It's just, it feels so nice. It gives it really good texture. So once again, I'll be cutting this up and putting it into packs. Beautiful. Yeah, really nice to have as a piece to, you know, in a kit. So I might cut that up, probably cut this one up, you know, have them in packs. So there we go, guys, all my bits and pieces. Beautiful, beautiful. I just love it. Better wrap this around here again. Okay. Yeah, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Well, I'm definitely going to use those pieces. And she has the nicest old, you know, these things. And they're really cheap. A lot of places they're about $5. So she has them at, you know, $1 or $2. Because she's got so many of them. She just has such good prices. Okay, guys. Well, I will catch you in the next video. But I thought I'd show you my lovely haul. And sometimes you just get the best stuff. And there's a nice combo of, you know, the creams and blues and everything. So, yeah, I was just watching at home in Cornwall. Gee, she has just, oh, beautiful stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go to my local place where I buy nice stuff. I really don't need to go too far, which I'm very lucky. Okay, guys, thank you very much. And I'll catch you in the next video. I found my bowl, which I'm going to continue. I've been very busy working on this piece. I'll show you quickly. There's this. So I've done some stitching. So that's my front pocket. Oh, here we go. So my front jacket side. So there you go. Yeah, I want to get it done so that I can wear it in winter. Okay, guys, enough of my rambling. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed seeing my haul. Bye.